Not sure what's going on there. Hello, it's Evelyn. It is going well. We're getting this dragon, making a nice thumbnail for this dragon here, Dragon Mech. It's a client commission of mine, or so I was commissioned to make this. So we're just kind of putting the final touches on it, so to say. Right. Glad to hear it. It's pretty. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Here's the this is actually the in-game version here. So this is what, I don't know if you play VR chat, but this is what my client's character will look like in the game. He's got a bunch of toggles you can turn on. He's got an axe you can turn on. He's got a bunch of things. So pretty happy to be putting the final touch on this because a lot of work has gone into him. Mucho trabajo. Also, hello, Vicky Edits. Hi there. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hi. Hi to both of you. I'm on multi-stream, so if you look at the chat on here, you'll see that there's people from other platforms talking. So just in case you're wondering where who I'm talking to. But hello, Vicky. Well, um, who is this man talking to? Where is this getting directed to? Thumbnail, render, then Trigon, thumbnail. Did I miss something? No. Unfortunately, my internet is very laggy right now, so it's kind of hit or miss on who how delayed it is for you right now. Um, oh, I didn't finish the hand. Let's get that hand set up here. Let's go ahead and just close the thumb. All right. Nice little paw grip. Looks good. All right, let's see what the render looks like. Let's make sure everything in the character is locked into place. Axe is still messed up. Um, There we go. Lock it in now. All right. Looking good. Let me go ahead and apply this so I can rotate it and get that shadow on the wing. Make the front of the character just stand out a little bit more. There we go. By the way, I'm a freelancer, mainly working on design and development projects, so I think we're both on the same work. Okay, heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, if you like, for me, it's mostly just 3D models. That's where my heart's at. Love making characters. Love doing this kind of work. Very very validating. I'd love a little bit less light on the stomach here. That's okay. Just trying to get a rim light on the gun. The arm cannon. He's got an arm cannon. Okay, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and render the animation. Awesome. Let's turn the tail a little bit more. It's hard to tell what the shape of it is in its current pose. Okay, one more time, render animation. Trying to center him as much as possible. All right, render animation. All right, looks good. Now we can save that. Open up Photoshop. And it's time to thumbnail. Time to thumbnail. Photo show. And this will be Zen Bragon. Looking epic. Thank you, Sky. Thank you. Yeah, this is the thumbnail for the other guy, Era, that came out earlier. And now we're going to do, we're just taking the file and dumping our own stuff into it. Delete. And that should be pretty good. So save that. Now let's take our thumbnail render. Be a little too small, actually. Yep. All right, so we're going to redo that render one more time by setting this to 200% and render animation. There we go. slightly larger image. Back to Photoshop, grab the file one more time, bam, bam. All right. Not quite sure what to add for the background. So we'll start just by giving character some of my usual moves. A little stroke outline, a little more glow for shadow. And say OK on that. And then add a levels clipping mask. So we kind of push the look and feel of the character a little bit more. It got a little crunched. 200% never thought of this. It's nice. Just a quick little, keeps the ratio the same, and you can kind of do a little preview if you need to, or whatever you really need to do. Let's invert the background. What's that look like? Oh, I like that. Darker background for sure. Something like that. And I think I will go back to Blender really quick. And we're going to take our big light here and just lower it by maybe by a decent amount. Something like that. It does just feel just slightly blown out. So hopefully not as much now. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, save. Always calculating the pixels. That's a bad way to do it either. Then you know exactly what you're getting. Photoshop again. But we'll drag in our new image. Put it above. Or actually right here. That's really not that different. I actually don't notice any difference at all, so let's get rid of it. Okay. All right, next, let's grab our reference image here, because it's got this cool text. And we're just gonna grab that title exactly. What the fudge? What the fudge? And this is what we were referencing when we were making the pose in the first place. A little bit smaller. Okay, then we'll add a mask, or no. First select. There's gotta be a faster way to select this, but this is what we'll do for now. On point. On point. Um, Hello, Deathcore. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How goes your day? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Now we invert that selection, add the mask. Well, invert the mask. All right, now we've got the title. Xenopragon. Bit smaller. Nice. I feel like that looks pretty good. And we'll turn on the text in here. Turn these off. Drop the logo in there so we get this nice and gradient and stuff. And that looks nice. Pulls it out from character. But I do need to include my website, which I'll sample this color for. It's not the same color. I mean, this is the right color. Why is it so dark here? Inner glow. Okay, there we go. We had inner glow on it. Rotate it and have it follow the curve of the wing. Well, I want to have it straight on. If that's what you're saying. But also, hello, Colt. Welcome. Because I'm referencing this. This is the original image here, so I kind of wanted it to be the same. I feel like he should be bigger. Hello, hello. Hello to you. Hope you're having a good day. Good Thursday. I don't know if I should zoom in or not. I'm kind of torn on that part of it. Not the foreground. I think the vignette here is really intense. So we'll get rid of one layer there. 30 day. 30 day. What kind of background should he have is the real question. Thirsty day. Today was super slow, but other than that, it was fun. Well, good. These two should go into the midground folder. Every single day is a thirst. Every single day is a thirst. Let's say space. This is like a mech dragon thing. I don't know. What would be good? Hydrate. Coffee. Almost spilled. Almost spilled my coffee. Yeah, it's the cosmic wings and stuff. We'll do a similar. So, uh, cosmic view, space, stars, uh, dynamic, nebula. Sure. think this one's perfect. It's red, red and blue. There we go. Xenopragon. Xenopragon. Autobots roll out. Let's go down here. And just run it there. Control A. And we need to rasterize it. Filter, blur, Gaussian. Nope. Okay. Filter, blur, Gaussian. Gaussian? Gaussian? Something like that. Yeah, I think we'd rather do that. And then for, he looks a little blown out though. Just a little too fuzzy. Maybe we need a, well, we can continue tweaking the levels to find something that looks good. So I think we push down this. Oh, that's all blown out now too. It's tough because we lose a lot of detail the moment I crunch any of these. Sam, do you take your shotgun with you when you go grocery shopping? No, uh, I, to go grocery shopping, you need at least two assault rifles to pick out the oranges. And for fruit, you need to, you know, if you're go grocery shopping, bring a hunting rifle. Anyone's slowing you down, you shoot them in the kneecap. Xenobragon. Grenades. Yeah, exactly. Xenobragon. We'll make the stroke. These are hard times. For me, a hydrogen bomb is enough to go grocery shopping. If I can't shoot at least 4 to 5 homeless people every day, sorry, that's such a morbid joke. Please don't take that literally. uh, and then I want a color balance. In the shadows, we will add some blue. Right, sure it's flipping mask. The shadows, we will make blue. In the highlights, we will make it warm. In the midtones, we will also make it red. That helps. That helps. Maybe put it before the left. That doesn't make a difference. Don't worry, it's recording on multiple platforms. Grr, the homeless. Mark, Mark, Mark. Okay, I think that looks good. You are back. I am. I am. The stream crashed, so my apologies, Pablo. It took a long time for it to reconnect with YouTube for some reason. Don't know why. I don't know why. Why? For this one, you know what? I'm going to do an inner glow as well. We'll make it green so we can pop it. Pop it and lock it. So there are little spots of transparency. There we go. I think that helps just kind of separate it from the background a little. Just a little bit of that so it doesn't feel so stuck. Give it a little pop, little pepperoni. Check Discord. Discord. Let's change the font. One moment. Let me change the font here for my name. Something a little bit more interesting. A little more sci-fi. Sci-fi. I want something that kind of matches the look of this. Yeah, that's good. Look up the main title a little bit more. All right. I think that's pretty solid for a thumbnail. Why is this reminding me of Sam? I do relate to this image. Maybe not the scary teeth there, but I relate to that. I relate to that. I resemble that comment. And we'll make another folder, uploads, which we're going to drop this in here. Save. All right. And it's not close it just yet, but I will take it and put it here into our textures folder. Bam. And that way we can go to our builder. Burp. Sam, what web hosting service do I use? Squarespace. For my website, Squarespace. For the commission form, though, that's just a Google form. I don't. Yeah. I do just use a Google form for my commission info. Google Forms are really handy, to be honest. I really like them. I want to make another form soon for anyone interested in becoming an affiliate of my stuff, which would be good. All right. Everything should be working now, but we do need to test. So let's upload. We're going to hop in VR really quick, make sure Zen's working fine, and then move on. Did I build my website from scratch? They have like templates and stuff. So definitely no custom HTML or anything like that. I'm just kind of dragging and dropping what they've provided. I use Squarespace, and I realized they just gave you a free trial, and then you have to pay. That's how they get you. Modern day subscription services. Uh, it's unfortunately under underdeveloped. Underdeveloped. Uh, it's fucking cold. Ugh. Loaf is not in here. I don't know where she is. I think she's hanging out. Oh, I should make sure my headset's in. Wow, it's falling apart. I need a new foam. I need a new foam thing. Gross. I need a new foam. I need a new foam thing. My upload succeeded. Time to hop in. Also, I feel bad because I really liked Virtual Desktop, but the Steam Link is way better. I feel like I'm betraying my Blender. Yes, how do I move this? Computer not found. Ah, I have to turn on Steam from this side. Turn on Steam, then you can stream. Cold. I need to go get a sweater. I'm so cold. I shouldn't see my hand right now. But the expressions and stuff are working. I just keep them jostling. Okay. Wings work. expressions, props. Actually, let me make sure have that I can speak. All right, I can't speak for some reason. So we double check the vicemes. Get back. Tongue. So I can turn it off, but it's that's fun. Blush doesn't work. That's okay though. Stop in the name of the law. Okay, nice. Dunk. So it's still there, actually. It's still floating there. That's a problem. Okay. Tail. I can toggle it off and on. All right. Tail puppet. Perfect. It's moving around. Wings. Can turn off. Puppet them. Expressions. Interesting. Okay. So what were we missing? We're missing the hand cannon, the manual expressions, hand cannon, manual expressions, and vicemes. Vicemes. Okay. hand cannon, manual expressions, vicemes. Hand cannon, manual expressions, vicemes. Hand cannon, manual expressions, vicemes. Hand cannon, vicemes, manual expressions. And Kenyon. It's the first time I see you play VR chat. For how much stuff I make for it, the time I'm actually in it is so little. If you included my Blender time, then I never leave. I never leave. I'm stuck there. All right. Okay, I can't quite extend my arms fully. Interesting. There we go. Now I can see my hand again. So something's wrong with turning the hand off. Okay. I get shorter every time I click this. All right. Interesting. Little trade-off on the arms there. Okay. Okie dokie. That's it for now. All right. Canyon. Canyon. So, for some reason, hand cannon's still breaking. Annoying. That's annoying. It should be breaking. But it doesn't turn the arm off. It does not turn the arm off. But it is off to start with, which is interesting. So it's off right here. Um, and in our toggles, or the cannon, this should turn it on. When toggle is enabled. I suppose I could do it like the wings. I think I just need to use a blend tree for it. As much as I don't want to, I can't see any other way to just make it more consistent. Um, we still have actually a shit ton of parameters in here that I need to get rid of now that I think about it. But we do have the cannon still. Oh boy. Or no, there's a faster way than this. VR Labs Manager, take this. FX. Controls. No. None of this. Not a single thing in here. That's a lie. Used to. Yeah, just those two. Or four. And those. Okay. Please, someone help. My cat is being very cuddly at the moment, but also tooting up a storm. I'm dying here. Does your cat have, my brother coined this term, PSFs? Your cat's got PSF? Free short. This should have removed it all. Oh, okay, so I still have to do it manually. Hmm. PlayStation. I can't say that. Which is worse, pre-shitty farts or pretty farty shits? I'm towards the first being the worst of them. It's a more of a problem of do you want it to be other people's problems or your problem? Okay, eyes X is not what I thought it was at first. That's gotcha. Do, 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 do. So much cleanup to do. Huh, weird. It keeps strange. There we go. Only queers of the F slur class, similar to the N word. There we go. Okay, so now we've changed the parameters. Now I have to get rid of them all in here. Oh my lord. There's so many. Oh my lord. Okay. This one I actually get a click though. Oh, that's way faster. What's using it? This is using weight. Gotcha. There's two blend trees in here. I don't need this one. And I don't need this one. Because those are controlled by animations directly now, which means that I can go here, take the status, remove that and that, because it's controlled again by a toggle we already have. We just need the puppet controls. Okay, now all of that extraneous parameters have been removed. The arm cannon still won't work, but we need to check everything else is still working. Should be. Should be. Nice. Yeah, I mean, everything should work the same. There's nothing that won't work because it's all by toggles now. But we do need the weapon control. Weapon toggle. Toggles for the tail and the wings do seem to be disabled again. When it's enabled, it does this. What does this do? This goes and turns off PB tail. So these have to be on to start with because that toggle turns them off. So they have to be on to start with, or to be turned off. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Same with the wings. Awesome. Okay. Those are working now. Manual expressions. Not working. But the gesture expressions are working. The manual expressions are not. Gestures are. Interesting. Sync. So we'll save here. Let's go back to our main file. Go to face rigging. I swear we do have expressions and stuff. Oh, that's moving and looking around and all that jazz. So I guess we need to remake them because it just doesn't seem to work. Loading, 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 loading. Always loading. Hurry. Okay. All right, those are definitely all there now. So we'll export again. And I'm going to run to the restroom while this is exporting because it takes a little bit. I'll be back. Hello, hello. Okay, that should have exported now, so we can save. Welcome back, good sir. Thank you, Colt. Thank you. It's good to be. I was gone for years. Okay, so these should be working. I really should have double checked them here before redoing all of that, but whatever. That all looks great. Now, so Viseams are working for sure. Can you test the Viseam in this? The manual expressions were not working. That's what it was. So, but I have a feeling that they just won't work at all. Yeah. Because of the gestures here. Because those are applying. Those are applying. So let's see. What this is what it can do. All these different things. Gesture lock. Lock menu item. Say gestures. Slash neutral. I guess I want to see what this one does too. All right, let's see what that does. Because if I can just have a whole radial menu for them, then I don't need the manual blend tree. I can get rid of it. That will simplify even more. Gestures. But I can enable them both. They don't seem to interfere with each other. So that means I would need some sort of exclusive tag. Test with just these two really quick. And I don't think that'll stop us from being able to make the gestures. It's just this, just for making a menu item. No, don't work at all. Okay. Fun. Expression. Well, at the very least, I do want to be able to enable it, so whatever. And gesture lock toggle to menu. Gestures. Flush. Confusion. Happy. Sad. Shock. Rock. And roll. Okay. Then we can go to the expression menu we've created and remove the manual expressions because we're no longer going to use those at all. Which means I can also remove it from the blend tree I have in my FX layer and the parameters. Those can all go. All right, so two things to test right now. First are the gestures. Okay, so you can only have one enabled at a time, but it's whichever one you enable first. Hmm. It doesn't have a tongue, of course. Okay. All right, that'll work. But let's clean up the files and stuff. So go back to the FX layer 1. We can get rid of, well, before we do that, let's remove it from the blend tree. Manual expressions, remove. Then we can delete expression Y. Oh, I clicked. Wait, what? Cancel. That's not what I was trying to delete. I was like, you want to delete this other random thing? No, I don't. All right. Okay. Much simpler. Much simpler. It feels good to have like kind of carved out all the junk. Like, I hate making animators because they just they're such a pain. So to be able to have this just do it for me feels pretty good, honestly. Um, okay. So now we have the expressions in there. We didn't check the visemes though, and the hand cannon is still not working as intended. That is the one we'll need to use a direct blend tree for. Oh, and then the weapon toggle. Okay. So still what? Still have the hand in there, right? No, it looks like it's wait, it's working. Sort of. It's on right now, but right. And then if we do it, it just turns the hand on. Anyway, come back to that. That one's behaving oddly. Visine index. Okay, perfect. Talking works. Awesome. Spicings are working now. It's not working, but we have manual expression, so let's cross these two off. Here. Boom, boom. Now we want that weapon toggle. So let's look a little more closely at that. Cannon. Not enabled by default. Unless it's already in my direct blend tree. And that's what would explain a lot of the weird behavior I'm seeing. No, it's not. Well, fuck you then. All right. So we're gonna make another blend tree here. Set it to wait, and we have our cannon here. In the cannon, it blends between these two based on that parameter. Okay, so in our toggles, instead of doing the cannon through an animation clip, go ahead and remove that, and then add simply a set in FX float. That's fine. And it will set. Did I get rid of it? Sure looks like I did. Cannon, 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 cannon. It's right here, but it's not actually in the animator. I'm tempted to strip out all of these, the knife handling system as well. Anyway, come back to that. Let's go back to our prop. Bam, set this float to 1. Set this float to 1. So just swapping it. Just swapping between the two. Oh, God. Silly Billy. Okay, so I don't actually have the canon animations in there. That would certainly explain why I wasn't doing anything before. Why I was messing with the axe. Now we need to put in these. Yeah. You should do Captain Harlock's ship as a mech. Hello, Gaia Nicolosi. Welcome. Oh, I exported with the mask, didn't I? didn't I? No, it's not on there. And I saw it earlier. Or maybe a mech for Miu, the blue-haired girl, once she grows up. Well, I appreciate the idea. Certainly compelling. Well, if it's, I should see the hand. Where did my hand go? Oh no. Let's check the FBX here. Well, it's going to show it with the material thing. That ship is so badass. The Captain Harlock ship? It is. It is. I guess we have to re-export. More loading. I'm gonna sit down now. I'm gonna shit down. The one thing I never particularly liked about of space battles from that era of animation is they just kind of sit there. After watching The Expanse, I feel spoiled on how cool space battles can be. Oh yeah, I did just export it without the mask. All right, that's funny. That is funny. Okay, now it's fucking working. Now it's fucking working. And I can actually move on. Hand cannon done. Now we want to understand how to do the weapon toggle. Because it's required. Space fights def have a lot of interesting stuff to be done physics wise. Yes. Yeah. I mean that was really the fun part with the expanse. Just felt very real. Excuse me. So with the melee items, with the melee items, the problem is I can turn them all on before it's grabbable. Hmm. Oh, yes. Okay, so if I copy this and I paste as new, you scroll down to the bottom and look at this. If I have melee items here, there is an option for me to set it as This is exclusive off state. This is the exclusive off state. Yes. And what does it do in the off state? It sets a value. Drive a global parameter. Okay, so let's look at our character. The FX1. It's the object toggle sword. So this is the parameter. We go back to the top. I have to think this through. Uh, Warning. Drive global param is an advanced feature. The driven parameter should not be placed in a menu or controlled by any other device or shared with any other toggle. It should only be used as an input to manually created state transitions in your avatar. It should never be used on VRC Fury props. Okay. This is an exclusive off state. Let me go back to our stuff here. Exclusive. Oh, there it is. Exclusive off state. Creates two additional states. No, it's in a automatically be activated when all other toggles with the same exclusive tags are disabled. This should be used on the default option for a set of exclusive toggles. And if I leave the menu path empty, does that mean that it'll work? It'll create the toggle. Okay. Drive. Global param. Also, like Battlestar Galactica, space physics was noise. Yes, yes, it was. Yes, it was. But what's it drive it to? I can't tell it what it should be. Excuse me. Okay, let's try this. See if this works. This is the exclusive off state. So, sword system. Where is that right now? on the shoulder. Okay. And when we turn on our props or our melee items, where is it? The axe works. I can see it disabling and re-enabling. So the way I set up the toggle does work in kind of how I was intending, but it does have the problem I thought would happen. Or I have to go to the melee, each melee item, and tell it to turn that on. Set drive global parameter, like this parameter, when we do that for each of these. Let's just do it for these two at first, test it, and see if that works. Drive global parameter. But I can't tell it what to be. How do I tell it to drive this parameter? Hmm. Do a mech from Biru. Maybe do a Gundam or a magical girl mech. Zen could be, in a magical girl anime. I turn into a mech dragon. There's a prop. Can I say what I want this to be? Can I do like equals one? That doesn't seem to be the case. I just drive it. And I don't get that. I don't get that part of it. Hmm. Okay. Right now, I can turn on each item. The problem is that value off by default? Let me remove this really quick. What is the default state of that parameter right now? It has to be on. It has to be on. But am I turning it on? Must be some other value. Object toggle sword. It's off. So What turns this back on? Hmm. Object toggle sort is off. So if I go to a melee item and I turn on the axe, it's down here. Huh. How am I enabling it when I'm in game though? Oh, just totally realized that. I was like, man, I feel like I'm missing a bunch of items. I am in fact missing a bunch of items. Make sure to export with the full character. We're waiting on stuff to load again. As our usual method, sit and wait. There we go. Okay. Should have had that the whole time. Very important to have. Okay. Okay. I think I see it now. So if we make a second variable, this will work. So what we'll do is once again create a new face component as new, and we'll get rid of the name of this. We have the exclusive tag. This shouldn't be melee. This should be uh, melee enabled or melee. I'm gonna say weapon sword status. Sword status. Okay, because that's the value we'll be driving. Okay. I want to be able to turn it off. I have to be able to turn it off. That's the only way. We're going to say default on. And we do need to put this into the melee menu. Melee items, space items. Let's copy that exactly. Default on. So When it's first turned on, let's say enable melee items. That's the name. So we hit that. Can I make a witchy gothic mech? I'm sure I could. Will I have time? No. I wish I had infinite time. That's my goal eventually. So close to figuring this out. It's boom, boom. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. So I have two sets. One. I want to be able to change the items. Right now I can change the items. Change the items. Swap them. But the problem is I can do that before it's grabbable. Um, hmm. All right, here's what we'll try. Here's what we'll try. So when I turn on the axe, if I can drive the float value, it says set FX float. I know it's not a float though. It's object toggle sword. That's what I want to drive. Okay. Make a mech based off my aesthetics or on one of my OCs. I think Darylis Tishanev would love to pilot a mech. I will leave that in your capable hands. Leave that task in your capable hands. So melee items, I can turn on the heart. It's down there. If I turn on the axe, it should put it onto the shoulder. Okay. And now things are up there. Hmm. Okay, that's good. Because then, okay, that works perfectly. All right, now we actually have a solution. Now, what I can do is create in, for all the weapons, when they turn on, they set that value to 1. And then we need an exclusive off state that turns that value to 0 when they're not being used. And that's it. Perfect. So we'll just delete the name there and it will be part of the melee items. And we'll say default off. And then say this is an exclusive off state that sets that float to 0. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. That's fine. All right, then. So for each melee item, now I have to add this. That one was tough. That took. It's always hard to know you can do something, but then you have to adapt what you're imagining you want it to do to some sort of system. Like, okay, it's possible to do this in here, but how do I set it up for this specific system? Oh, it has to be like this. Okay, that should be all the melee items. Excuse me. Play. Okay. Just going to take a look at the parameters really quick. Object toggle sort is off, as it should be. And then we can go to melee items. I can hit stop sign, and it turns it on. Then I turn that off, and it turns it back off. Awesome. Yeah, that took a while, but we did it. That is the last thing. There we go. All right, let's upload one more time and test in VR one more time, and then we'll begin the setup of the VTuber version. Um, don't want to apply the override just yet. Okay, my cat is yawning. The loaf is here. The loaf. Here we go. Little loaf of Rooney. Little loaf of Rooney. How's your butt doing? Okay. Rude. Rude Kit Kat. We're hopping in there. Oh, you want to go back out now? You want to go back out? You should have been Kit Kat. Should have been Kit Kat. Good old cats. Do you want to get back in now? She's just sitting on the other side of the door now, waiting to get let back in. Cats. Hmm. Doesn't show my other desktops. Interesting. Can you all see what I'm doing? Or a TARDIS mech. Doctor Who mech battle. I'm into it. Sound should be good. Let me know if it's too loud. Yeah. Ah, and can I talk now? Ba, 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 ba. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah. Interesting. Okay, Vice seams are still broken. It was annoying. Hmm. I wonder why. Right defaults? Wow. Interesting. Okay. Uh, we want to test the weapons. And okay. T. Little heart. Nope. Pencil. Okay. But now when I click this again, perfect. Okay. Okay, so that turns it off completely and resets it. That's exactly what we want. Perfect. Okay. Now it's just now we just need to figure out why the vice seams aren't working. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's just my microphone. I bet my microphone got messed up. Let's jump back in. Do a Madrasa based mech. A mech based on the Samarkand Rajasthan. Mech of Raymond and Marshall from Crossing or Knight Anise Wilhelm from Sims 3 or something. I feel like you're just hitting the random page on Wikipedia and saying what we can make a mech out of that. I bet the vice seams are working. It's just not seeing my microphone. Excuse me. Also, I don't know if anyone's been having trouble with virtual desktop, but Steam VR, the Steam Link, is better. It just is better. I feel a little bad saying that because I like virtual desktop. But it's been kind of shit lately. Kind of shit. All right. So let's take a look at my sound. Microphone. Let's just try. Is there a Steam one? Steam streaming microphone. Ba 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 ooh, ah, wah, wah, wah. Okay. I don't know if that's working. Let's try the Yeti microphone. There we go. Okay, so it is working. The vice seams are working, but it's just on the wrong microphone of something. Steam's not transmitting the sound. Okay, that's good. Now we are done then. We actually are done. Perfect. Yay. Good to know. Good to know. Ah. Do a mecha random marshmallow. Steam VR can do that. Yes. So if they just recently came out with an app for the Quest that is a direct link to Steam, which is cool. That's a really good sign for VR gaming. Uh, and frankly, the last few times I've been playing VR and stuff, it's faster. I was just like virtual desktop was giving me so much trouble. Then I switched over to this app and it works. But yeah, I took up Steam and the Oculus library on your headset, and uh, the only difference is that virtual desktop you can open, or it's like always open by default. So yeah, make sure Steam is on so it can see Steam. Maybe that's obvious to say, but it took me a second. Sometimes with virtual desktop, you just put it on, you're good to go. With this one, everything has to be just right. But it is better. Okay. So now we are done with the PC version. We've made the Quest version. Now it's time to make the VTuber version of this character. So to do that, what we need to do is export this whole package once again. And this time we'll include this thing. I'll check into it. Is for a friend. Okay, yeah. And it's free. Virtual Desktop's not free, but this one is free. Or I should say it's the official connection. Wants to take all this stuff with it. Why does it want to take everything in the project? Okay, there we go. What's the name? I think it's just Steam Link, something like that. Make the ghost of a mech, or make a shiny mech like shiny Pokemon, but a mech. Uh, Name could be just be mech, but it's a mech from a planet where mech is just a name. I'll make a mech of a. Isn't that just Transformers though? Transformers are mechs. So PC to tutor. Steam Link, gotcha. Seymour, like Seymour Skinner. Make a steamed Ham's mech and make him Gary like Chalmers. Wikipedia random button. Oh. All right, so we exported the PC version. We'll close this, open up VC Face version. So that's what we need now. Okay. We're getting close now. We're getting close to finished. Probably have another 4 or 5 hours worth of work on him. So I don't think I'll be able to finish him today. Because for anyone that hasn't heard me say it yet, I will be doing just a half day today. It says it in the title, but just in case, we'll just be doing the morning stream today. Then I got to get ready. I got to spend some got to spend some time getting ready for D&D today. We're just waiting on Unity to load. It likes to take its sweet time. Perfect. All right. So we'll bring in our projects. Make a mech based on Sims 3 world or a Doctor Who episode. Man, transfer 3. Okay. That should be everything. Import. General Roberto Bonacci. 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 Oh, man, I can't believe how much of my life I've just spent on waiting for things to load. Too much. Too much of my life doing that. Okay, so I've got the Avi. What we need now is a scene for the tuber. So a folder called Xena Prygon VTuber. And here we'll create a scene. Go in here. Take out our prefab of the PC version. Great. No, that's the material. It's loading now. Okay, now we got something. Perfect. So we have our PC version. It's okay that we're missing the scripts. What I have to do now is take our VRM. There we go. Export VRM. That didn't work. Then we need to take the APX directly and do that. VRM export tpose internal. Okay. Title Xena Rygon 0. Okay. So now we can create the VRM version. Most importantly, the arms are zeroed out. Essential. for what we're doing. And we're going to create a V0 folder. This is where we're going to put CPryCon V0. Save. Okay, this might take just a little bit. All right. So now we've created the VRM version. We can delete this guy. Go into this folder in here. Drag this out. Bam. And then we'll replace all the materials with the correct ones, such as the wings, body, expressions, and then the eye. Let's grab this here, materials, eye. Boom. All right. Then we'll create our fizz bones, or dynamic bones in this case, because we have to remake all the bones in dynamic bone. Copy this component, remove the component. This should have been db wing L. This component is new. Duplicate wing R. Wing R. Bam. Okay. And end length 0.1. Thick. And one more for the tail. Okay. Save. Gravity -1, 2. Oh, I changed the end offset. It should have been the end length here that I was adjusting. Okay, play again. Wings, we'll turn down the elasticity, turn up the inert. Stiffness. Definitely a little bit more damping. They feel surprisingly slow. All right. Let's do that. And now focus on the tail. Wonder what the settings were for the other character I made. yesterday. Why don't we just go take them? So I'm going to go to the other VTuber scene. Select the tail from the Fizzbones tail. Copy the component. Go back to the other scene. Paste the values. There we go. Play. Yeah, that feels nice. Okay. Perfection. Now what we need to do is set up our blend shape proxy. Or no, first, before we do that, let's take all of the objects here, set their scale to 0. Same with the objects on the chest. And then in the head. There we go. Hit all the useless stuff. Better. Then we go back here. Blend shape proxy. Okay, can't really rely on the visual there. Funny. So now we're just searching for each viceme we need. Now I have joy. The oh, excuse me. If I go to the other character's blend shape, which one did I set to joy? Tongue out. No, blip. Okay, that's what I thought. Which doesn't even do anything in this context because there's no tongue. Eye up, eye down, eye left, eye right. Blink, blink. Okay. Awesome. Save that. Now, what we need to do, excuse me, is go to VSF and look at our special blend shapes, because VSF does have a few special blend shapes, so we'll make clips for each of those, such as sill, should, do, cuckoo, R, and then surprised, and then browse up, and lastly browse in. All right. So sill, ch, d, f, k, n, f, r. Making funny little sounds. All right. There we go. Surprised. I don't even know if I use this one, but we have an appropriate blend shape should we need it. Okay. So we made all the different expressions. Jesus. Now, oh Lord, it's gonna be a lot. Shit. Okay. I feel when your Unity project is named My Project Migrated, Migrated, Migrated. Project Nomad. So for each animation, for each toggle that I made previously, I now have to make for this guy. That is each animation, the eye toggles. For now, let's just export and then take a look right here. VTuber. Let's just bring them into Vneon and go from there. Go roulette. You should do a little data robot. Potato. Potato Roboto. That should have exported now. Shader was found to not be included in the build. This will cause congestion. Shouldn't happen. Should be fine. Or no? Why are none of them locked? I bet none of those shaders are locked. Silly. Mashed potato robot. It's making me hungry talking about mashed potatoes. No VO? It should be on. Should be on. Sometimes it resets. Let me close it and open. That was my difficulty using it. It's just that sometimes it just straight up loses connection. It's like, oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Also, welcome back, Thorn. There you go. All right, lock those in. Excuse me. Meshed potatoes. Delicious and crunchy. They got some infinitely sharp edges. Meshed potatoes are meshed. Okay, let's open VNeon. Vignan. Vignan. Doesn't infinitely sharp edges pierce your skin? No. I'm like, it's impossible for me to get damaged or hurt. That's a lie. Okay. Oh, jeez. I wanted to open it twice. Add Sam Dutter. I mean, add somebody. I'm exist again. Welcome back, Era. Welcome back. I exist again. We're struggling, making it through. Where did I save him? Saved him. In. Can I get some butter? Find the cow. Milk the butter. Churn the butter. Churn the butter. Churn the butter. Churn the butter. Yeah. Okay, finally. There we go. Now he is in. Oh, he looks so smooth. So smooth. Node graphs. So you have this Era node graph. I'm going to. I already backed it up, so I'll delete it. Delete the graph. Add this graph. Delete that graph. Oh, gotcha. Wait. Make. Select. Delete. Yes. This graph will be known as Xenoprigon. Oh. Rename. Okay. Let's go ahead and put in our tracking. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Eehee, eehee. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter. Bitter because it's old. Damn it. It's that poking through. It's because I can bend the neck in a way that is not possible in VR chat. All right. It's already working fine. Well, thank you. So much more to do, though. So much more. So, you know what? I should delete this graph. Or no, we're going to load in. Where did I save it? I must have saved it. Where did I save it? I definitely did save it. It wouldn't be here. Logic. Graph logic. All files. This one. There we go. Okay. So we'll actually start from this one because I already have so much set up. Why would I do anything else? Because I've got all this logic up here for all the expressions. And a lot of them are actually just ready to go. Perfect. Okay. That makes it a lot simpler. Four, five is confusion. Six is tongue out. I don't have anything for six. Okay. It's a few that. Haven Kendrick. Now this is cool. Thank you. Thank you. What's up with this brain damage to. Hey, Haven Kendrick. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're working on getting this VTuber working. um, it's already working fine. Is it not fully fucking shit? What's up with this brain damage to me? The mental capacity of a 6-year-old. You're lucky. I think you're fine, Thorn. Typing sucks though. It's unique. I like it. Thank you. It's a client commission. We added this cool material to the back, which is dope. We've made a VR chat version. We made a Quest version. Now we're hopefully finishing the VTuber version. I think the problem is he's sticking his arms out. Rotation doesn't seem to do anything, but that's funny. Flippy flappy. One day I'll get deeper into modeling, lol. Well, definitely feel free to come on by and ask any questions. should you do so. Happy to share what I know. Oh yeah. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just testing things. uh, okay, now this can go. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need these. Pretty much everything down here I don't need. Uh, Interesting. There's going to be a lot of node creation tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be making ungodly amount of nodes. I really wish I could select groups and copy them instead of having to make them from scratch each time. But still mostly doing world and sound design. Well, that's awesome. There's a lot of work to be done in worlds, so that's good to hear. Tail toggle. I don't need that here. Lots. It is going to be a lot. It is going to be a lot. It's going to be a chunk of work, that's for sure. Not excited about that. Though, if I keep them as blend shape toggles, they may not be as bad. So that'll be a little bit simpler. Just a little. Halo. Don't need that. Okay. So, in order to make the toggles, we have a bunch of items. We have to scale them up. Oh, let's make two of them, right? I'm going to close VNeon. So we'll do two of the toggles. We have the axe and the credit card. That'll be a good test to start with. So to make those, we have to go to the blend shape proxy and make a blend shape, which we'll call melee axe. Then create another blend shape, lay. Excuse me. Credit card. All right, so now we have these two clips here, and we go to the main character. We can add in VSF animations, grab those two. There. Grab these two, and then we need to drop in the animation we're using, which will be the axe, which is where handheld axe 1 and credit card 1. All right, save those. Export the character again. Still loading. Takes a little bit to load. All right. Save. Clear this. Now we open up Neon again. I actually need to, it's going to load the wrong character. Maybe. Apparently didn't load it at all. Funny. Neon, this one. Copy this path. Here, is this VTuber Plus? This is V Neon. V Neon. It's okay. It's kind of similar to VSF, but you can make custom logic, which is cool. Maybe. My graphs go. Oh, they're there. Okay. Just okay. Never heard of it. It's better than VC Face. Better than VC Face, that's for sure. I can say that for sure. No built-in hand tracking, but you can make plugins for it. And there are talking of, the creator was saying that they will be, what were they saying? Will be swapping out how VSF works, so you can bring in your own. It's a little more fully featured. Wonder if Airbane will load and make plugins. Airbane should load, at least load in. And then they have all these graphs that you can make where you can just like take things from Twitch, plug them in, and then make a little logic so it does something. Like they have throw items, bubble, all these different things that you can hook up redeems and stuff to. And that's all within VNeon too. You don't have to do it in Unity. You just take the character into VNeon and then you add your logic. Though there's more to it than that, but you can do that. Send me a link. I got, because I got hand tracker, so I wonder if I can feed that in. Though this all sounds super complex. It's as complicated as you want to make it. All right, pasting in chat. It does have leap motion support. It does. But I believe Era does not like, or Era here in chat does not like leap motion. The mouth tracking looks amazing so far. I think right now it's just sound. Just sound. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just sound there. Now use a different app to do hand tracking. Want to catch some Z's? Sayonara, Sam, and chat. Sounds good, Thorn. Get some good, deep sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday. End of the week already. Wow. That went so fast. I can't believe it's going to be Friday tomorrow. Whew. Okay. So much to do. So much to do. But yeah, I really like VNeon so far. And should the creator add the features they're describing, it will be even better. That's for sure. Blend shape name. Why can't I search the blend shapes? That's silly. Melee_X. And we'll set it to 100 and use as a toggle. And we'll set the hotkey to 1. Perfect, and it works right away. Okay. Set protocol so I can use my hand tracking. Oh, very cool. I know you can use OSC and stuff. Does he transform into a truck? Hey there, Dad. Welcome, welcome. He does not. Not yet, at least. He's definitely got that Optimus Prime vibe going. Well, I'll be getting off as well. Take it easy and have a nice afternoon. Bye, all. Sounds good, Sky. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming by. And we'll see you tomorrow for Friday. Yeah, you should be able to feed in OSC, and it is very open on what you can input into the program, but of course it takes setting that up. So I don't know how difficult or easy that is. Um, and then here, this one will be Melee CC. Okay. So does this turn both of them on? Yes, it does. All right, that's good. That's very good. It's a good thing both are able to turn on, because that makes it a lot better. Okay, good. Well, that's what I needed to test. Now we need to make like a million more of these. I mean, the only worry I have is setting up redeems. If it has a virtual camera function and can accept hand tracking, then we solid AF. Okay, yeah. Well, the redeems aren't too bad either. It's just like when this redeem happens, you connect it to this node to do the other thing, and that it feels pretty straightforward. And they have a Discord too that you can ask questions on, which is probably the most important thing. Okay, now let's continue down our list of items here. So melee underscore. So we did the credit card, and now we're going to do the cup. And we're going to do heart. May just need to hire someone to set it up for me, though, to be fair. Fair. Well, I definitely would just take a look, see if it's a good fit for you. At least try the hand tracking, and then kind of go from there. Did I spell melee right? Just one L. Pretty sure it's just one L. Okay. This is taking a while doing it this way. Can I just duplicate these in this folder? Let's give it a shot. Cup 1. Does not see the second cup, so no. All right, now we want to do melee nope card. Then melee pencil. Oh, we have so many of these to do. Melee sign, no swearing. And melee sign stuff. Okay. Next. Next, we'll do all the eyes. So, eyes, anime, eyes, blush, eyes, shock, eyes, star, nice, stare, stare, not star, stare at the star, tears, and eyes X. Okay, there's all those. Then then that should be it. Props, tails and wings I'm going to leave alone. No, we have all these. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Prop. Cannon. Prop. Sunglasses. Prop. Teacher glasses. Oi, oi, oi. Prop. Kazoo. Mr. Smithy, you should wear a funny hat. First, I need to buy a hat. I don't think I have a hat. I have a straw hat, actually. But I'll be able to turn the hat on this guy in just a little while. But also, hello, Mr. Smithy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. All right. And then prop done. Okay. What's up? All good in the hood. Well, good, good. We're doing a half stream today. I have to do some work off camera. Well, I guess maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. Kind of torn on it, but I don't want people to be spoiled if anyone tunes into the stream for the D&D stuff. But I have a D&D campaign I'm running tonight. I need to get ready for it, so we're going to do a half day. For that, excuse me. All right, now that we've set those up, now what we need to do, I'm actually going to get rid of these. We're going to go down the list in order. Life can be a busy thing, unfortunately. It needs to slow down. It needs to slow the heck down. Let me tell you. At least it takes them off the list once you assign it. That's handy. Okay. Then we got our melee cup, melee heart, melee nope, melee pencil, no swearing, stop. Okay, perfect. Now we continue our little list here. Prop cannon. And let's go through all the props now. I must have skipped over the eyes. It's okay. So handhelds are done. Now we can just take cannon, sunglasses, teacher glasses, kazoo, party hat. Do one that transforms into pumpkin. He's got a little hat. Let's not have a pumpkin though. Sleepy and then tongue. Then we'll do all the eyes. Oh. Anime. Blush. Oh, that was the wrong one. I need it to end in one. Very important. Tears. X. Okay, almost done. Then we can do text. Perfect. Should be right here. Text. Bruh. And thank. My God. We did it all. We did it. Now we just have to do it one more time on the other side of things. It has native hand tracking. Oh, does it? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you're right. Track hands. Oh, wait. Well, I have to turn on my camera. Not very fast on the hand tracking, but it is there. Come back to that. I need to close this. Take the character. Export the bundle. Save. Yes. Do a Legend of Zelda mech. Didn't they have one though? There's already one. The sixth sage or whatever, the fifth sage. Oh man. I should probably sit down. I should probably sit down. Okay. I do need to end the stream soon, but if I can, I want to get as much work on the VTuber done as possible. So we're going to try to power through a little bit and get all these toggles set up. We should be good to go. Circus Kid Core mech. Do Zelda who's literally a mech in a post-apocalyptic with no humans. Be super diverse with mechs. All right. I highly encourage you to check out making your own mechs in Blender, Gaia. Seem very passionate about it. Sans program's way better than VC Face. The mouth tracking alone is better. I've only tried some of this stuff so far. My main testing has just been getting these graphs to work. Oh, I got a fart. I just farted. Okay. But that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad it's working for you. Because it's definitely what I'm going to be using. Even though I have some critiques, it's still better than VC Face, for sure. I just think like it's not my ideal program. It's not my ideal VTubing software, but it's still leaps and bounds better than VC Face. All right, so we need to make a bunch of blend shape clips. We're going to go here. You know what? I'm gonna put Unity on my other monitor so I can look at this list. I mean, setting up Era in these graphs shouldn't be too bad. Still a challenge. Shouldn't be too bad though. Melee C. This will be melee cup. I wish I could do a drag selection, but one at a time it is. So put all the melees together. Heart, rope guard. Need to figure out how to get my eyes to work on some fixed clothes, but yeah, way better already. Good, good. Well, once I get the edits done for Era, we'll be getting all those changes in there. It's not too bad. I mean, he actually pretty much is ready to go in VC in VNeon. He just needs the graphs. That's the only thing that's missing. Nope. Pencil. Made a sign. No swearing. And then sign stop. Okay. So there's one column. That's all our melee shapes. Then we're going to scroll down and look at all the props. Do a Pikachu mech and an Eevee mech. Teacher glasses. And then Kazoo. Kazoo. Party hat. Sick cat. Even my tail animations work natively. Well, that's really cool because there's actually some action nodes here where you can change the rotation of things too. So you can do object rotation and stuff like that, and that might be another, like you could just within VNeon create new tail positions as well. So damn, you might have found gold there, Sam. I hope so. I hope so. It's already better, and it is already better than VC Face. But you still have to go through the same creation process, which I hope VNeon comes out with their own SDK. But they have an SDK for Unity, but they need a better. Okay, now we're on to the eyes. Well, off to lunch for me. I will faff with this program more later. Sounds good? Sounds good, Arrow. Thank you for hanging out today. And as an SDK, it does. It's built to use with VC Face. It's not its own thing. It's a kind of in conjunction, and then it does. You can make props with it and a few other things, but the main avatar, the avatar still needs to be built with VC Face. Anyway, but yeah, enjoy your rest of your day, Era. I won't be streaming this afternoon. I'm gonna stream as long as possible right now, and then this will be the only stream for today. Still just needs to do a few things maybe. So yeah, sounds good, Era. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you tomorrow for Friday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Eyes. Anime. Eyes. Blush. Shock. Star. Stare. I wish I could type with just one hand. Wish keyboards were better. Okay, and we'll final chunk the text. Alrighty. Whew. That took a while, but we did it. All right. I'm going to save and we're going to exit it one more time because I wanted to look at the Unity version here. So the arm is enabled on the vNeon side. So that's probably the only major concern is getting the arm cannon. I'm assuming everything else will basically just work right out the gate. Right out the gate. Okay. Got all the toggles set up. Turn it back on. Is there a slider? Hmm. There was a bone scale option. Oh, okay. I'm glad I set it up the way I did because that's only the humanoid bones. Number arrays. Count array. Make the mech transform into a chicken, turkey, pangolin hat from Cave Fabaf or whatever it was. I don't think we will. Text array. Dictionaries. Okay. All right. Let me delete those. Now we have to think about how we're going to set up our hotkeys in a way that we want. Or maybe I just let client do it. I have an example of how they work right here. Got the VTuber version, got all the gestures hooked up, all the expressions, I should say. This can get deleted, all these things. All right, we'll just go through all of them one at a time, and then the client can make the rest. All right. Oh, damn, we lost him. All right. So I probably should have turned on all the items while we were doing that. All right. So we'll duplicate and we'll go to the next set. And these ones will be shift 1. What's that? That was the cannon. Okay. So we need to set up some sort of default animation here. Or we need a animation for prop cannon on and a prop cannon off. James Bond mech. Various mechs. Take the set of all things, multiply that by all possible combinations of mechs. That one broke. Is this a VR chat, Avi? Hello, Maggot. Welcome. Yes. Or it was. Now we're making the VTuber version. Doesn't want to do that one. Okay. We want this one. Well, hello, Maggot. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we have our VR chat avatar here that we've turned into a VTuber, and we're just translating all the different toggles here. Oh, I just uploaded my pony bear 2 years ago. No, a 2-year-old Abby. Feel proud of that. I'm a primate on that subject. I just throw a rock to PC and pray something works. And I'm still tweaking it. I mean, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I think to carry a project along with you that means something, that's cool. That's really cool. It's interesting. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like Shift 5 on the keypad. It does all the other ones, but not that. We left off. Oh, we skipped one. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now we got all of them hooked up. All right. Now, lastly, we have to exit this and fix the cannon. Um, so, in our blend shape proxy, we're going to go to the cannon and we're going to change this to prop cannon on. We'll make a new blend shape called prop cannon off. Okay. Then go back here, add prop cannon off. This one up here. Should be missing one now. This one, prop cannon on and off would be 0. So we go to the animations, the prop animations. We have the prop cannon 0 right there. Save. Export this again. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. No, we're not much. And the stream will be over, actually. Oh. Happy to be putting the final touches on this, though. Okay. Back to VNeon one more time. Whoa. Hello there. So we have this here, avatar loaded. Come back to that. So we just want to add underscore on. And I'm going to take this one out. Let's look at the canon. So if I do shift 1, you can see we're toggling that, but it's not looking right. So what we need to do is create off state. Like that. Okay. And to do that, we need to get an ordered execution here. So we take this, filter parameter, delete the blend shape. That might work, but not 100% sure. Anyway, so we take this. The first thing we do is we look at the parameter canon status, and we're comparing it to 0. If the parameter is equals 0, then we set it to 1, like that. If it's greater than 0, we set it to 0. So that's the first thing. First we toggle this value. And it should start at 0, and 0 will mean canon on. So let's go ahead and duplicate this parameter filter one more time. If it equals 0, then we want the canon to be off. And I guess we also want to make sure this one's 0 as well. So canon off should be like this. Duplicate that, set this one to 0. And like this. Okay, lastly, at the very start, when we load in our avatar, we want it to be canon to be off. Okay. So now we can toggle between these two perfectly. Beautiful. Okay. One more thing to create. Did these all have? Oh, Lord. Okay. For all of these, we need a parent constraint. We're going to create an empty in here. And this will be called hand items target. And all of these bones right here will be parented to this bone fully. They're fully attached to this one. I'm going to take X and set it to 1 really quick so we can just use it. Awesome. But then this object also has a parent constraint, but it's looking for 2 objects. First one being HIL, hand item, or let's say hit left hand. And that'll be the first one. Duplicate. Right. And set that one to right. Activate 0. And we'll put it just in the left hand for now. Take the left hand target. Pick it up, move it over. Okay. Right about there. Delete that actually. Duplicate this. Switch it to right. Like so. Flip the position. Boom. He needs a rival or a sister pink fairy one. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But we will only be making the one for now. Unless the client hires me for making the sister. Okay, perfect. So now I can move these objects between the hands however I want. We have to make sure we put the hand objects into the hands. Into hands. Here and here. So hit left and hit right. Boom. Okay. So those objects are in those spots. Updated mech for Diva or her kid with Lucia. Like a cute little 8-year-old girl mech. Well, I stand the Lucio Diva ship. All right, so I'm going to create an animation here, which follows Xena VTuber, Xena Tuber, left hand, melee left. That's what the animation clip's going to be called. I'm also going to create in here an animator, Xena Tuber testing, which will drop onto topmost object. Also make one more folder for animation and just put these items in there because I don't want them floating around. Boom. Okay. Then drop melee left into here. Grab the melee left, hit record, select the hand items target 1, 0. And then we duplicate this, make a right one, and switch it to 0, 1. Excuse me. Okay. Then we remove the animator here from here. Go to the blend shapes. Create a blend shape clip called melee left. And then another one, melee right. Okay. You may guess what I'm doing with this, but do that. Grab the clips, save, export. Okay, almost there. Almost there. I'm so hungry. So hungry. Neon again. Something on me. What is this? All right. Final node setup. Now we're basically just copying this right here. So duplicate the hotkey. I want to set this to numpad 0. Duplicate. And it's literally the same setup. We just change this to melee hand. Let's move this a little further up. If it equals 0, we set it to 1. If it's greater than 0, we set it back to 0. Then go to our filter. We need our blend shape. So there's two that we added, melee underscore left and melee underscore right. Melee underscore left. All right. Excuse me. So if it equals 0, same as 0, then I want it to be in the right hand. And if it's not, we put it in the left hand. I don't have a Control Z, darn. All right, so put this right here, duplicate, bam. All right. One last thing though, just want to move these over to the starting state. Because all parameters are initialized at 0. Okay, so there's our starting setup. All right, what does that do? That should allow us to turn on the axe and then switch which hand it's in. All right. If equals 0, set it to 1. Right, did I spell this correct? Melee underscore right, melee underscore left. It looks correct to me. Oh, duh. We were missing that. Okay, so let me close this one more time. Export this one more time. Glad I noticed that. Right, because I probably could have spent a while searching for that. It's working. One more time. Pop it open. So we got our mech boy. Turn on the weapon and we can swap hands. All right. We did it. We did it. All right. Actually, I needed Neon open because we need to export the graph. And then we're good. Then we're actually done, which is awesome. Okay. Export. We'll send this to 2024 client work Zin V. Call this Zin Paragon V neon graph. All right. Let's just make sure that actually did export. Should have, but you never know. Perfect. It's right there. Awesome. That's good. Just saved all the logic there. Now what we can do... Hey, can you help me? Yeah, what's your question? What's going on, Pablo? I actually only need to export this folder, don't I? Perfect. Yeah, just the folder. Because everything is just referenced. I made the abs and everything, but the normals are so weird. Okay. Usually make a robot without abs. Never. Abs required. You can usually go into edit mode, select everything and hit Shift N. And that is a good way to do it. Just doesn't want me to be able to export this stuff sometimes. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, okay, so much to deselect again. All right, export. Is there a specific, if you're looking, Pablo, to get the normals fixed? Oh, is this your image right here? Is this the what you're seeing below in Blender? Oh. So that may not be the normals. A nice way to check what your normals are like is that may be your texture color, your vertex colors. But if you go into edit mode and there's an option up top in your double circle menu called normals, display normals. And so you can turn it on. Yours is going to be really dense if it's a sculpture, but you'll see these little arrows, and that's going to tell you which way they're facing. So if I flip the normals, which you can do face flip somewhere. It's somewhere in here. Edge, mesh, normals, flip. So you can flip them. And if I don't see the normals facing on the outside, then I can just hit Shift, hold Shift, and hit N. And that resets the normals. You can also do Upscaled and it worked. It turned normal. You definitely want to make sure that when you're sculpting something, that your transform, that the scale specifically is all one. Um, so if you had an odd scale and you started sculpting things, things might come out weird. To make your scale one, you just hit Control A and then S for a scale, and that will fix it, or set it to one at the very least. Why can I not export things? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. How did I fix this last time? Okay, transfer number 4. VTuber to PC. So when I bring this back in, I want to make sure I don't update them. I don't update anything except the VTuber items. Close this. Open up the new SDK. I'm smart as heck. Big brain. Big brain. Yes. Transfer number 4. So close to done. Really, really close to done. Okay. Nothing from Poyomi. I don't. Man, the Unity package stuff is getting really weird. It just really wants to bring in certain things. They're making me mad. Don't I don't want it. I don't want it. Why does it absolutely have to have some of these. Like there's like this one blend chip clip editor that it has to refresh. I can't not refresh that. um, hmm. All right, but definitely not updating the shaders. Good. That's very good. Noise. Okay, that's fine. Import. Thankfully, everything's back. So. Boo, 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 doo. Okay. Last export. Hopefully. Now we can take the whole Zin folder and export it. Do not need Poyomi scripts. Actually, sorry, let me double check really quick. The materials are locked, right? All the materials are locked. As long as they're locked, then we can export. They're unlocked. If they're unlocked, they wouldn't have been working anyway. Still, just better to double check. Okay. Boom, turn off the scripts. Need that, don't need that. Don't need this or that. And need that, don't need that or those. Okay. And I'll say Zin. One final draft. We did it. Okay, yeah. I've got to call it here. My brain is fried, and I got gotta go eat. Got more stuff to do. But thank you everyone for hanging out with me. Hope everyone's having an amazing Thursday so far. I know I'm going to be playing some D&D later today, so I'm pretty excited about that. But we'll be back, and we finished an Avatar. We did actually finish an Avatar. That's why I'm so tired. This kind of takes it out of you towards the end once you're like everything's gonna be perfect. um, but I'll see you all very soon. Thank you again for for hanging out with me this morning and this afternoon. Um, Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll be doing some stuff. There's a head we need to start sculpting and a few other edits and stuff. I will have a nice rest of my day. Again, there's no stream later today. This is the end of the day for me. Arctic, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow for Friday, and everyone else that's lurking out there. Much love to all of you. I'll see you all very. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.